Hello everyone, welcome to Live 1000 Years. Today's readings from Part 1, Who Are We? Chapter 1, Happiness. The article is entitled, Act Like Today is the Last Day of Your Life. As a personal injury attorney, I had the privilege of helping many people rebuild their lives after traumatic events. Also, as an estate planning attorney, I had the privilege of helping people prepare for their death. All of these people shared one common experience. They envisioned their lives from birth to death. They also shared with me our society's two most secret taboos: their financial worth and whom they loved. I often ask my clients two questions. First, what experiences gave you the most happiness during your life? Second, if you could be any age you desired again, what age would you like to be? Question number 1. What experiences gave you the most happiness during your life? My clients' answers were virtually identical. They basically recalled 3 similar experiences during their lives. What they said changed my values and my beliefs forever. Experience number 1, social gatherings. I love when I got together with people for a large social event or a small gathering. Whether it was a wedding, graduation, Christmas celebration, birthday, vacation trip, or even just a concert or movie or restaurant, I felt my entire world was perfect for one short moment. I felt happy and loved and hopeful. I am so blessed to have experienced these perfect moments in my life. Experience number 2, world geography. I love when I visited fun places in the world. Whether it was a Hawaiian vacation, a mountain ski trip, or a camping adventure, I felt my entire world was perfect for one short moment. I felt a deep sense of personal peace and oneness with everything around me. I am so blessed to have experienced these perfect moments in my life. Experience number 3, creativity. I love when I created things, whether I was building stuff in my garage, playing the piano, planting flowers in the garden, the birth of my child, or helping someone in need. I felt my entire world was perfect for one short moment. I felt deeply satisfied because I had given back something to others. I am so blessed to have experienced these perfect moments in my life. Quite interesting, I never heard anyone say, I enjoyed working on Saturdays instead of being home with my family. Or, I enjoyed driving my Mercedes-Benz instead of a Honda Accord. Or, I enjoyed owning a big home instead of an apartment. Or, I enjoyed wearing designer clothes. Or, I love my heated bathroom floor and heated toilet seat. Question number 2. If you could be any age you desired again, what age would you be? Once again, my clients' answers were nearly all the same. Their first responses were normally based upon their age. Like their answers to the questions, what they said changed my values and beliefs forever. One group of people were the pre-retirement people, those people who were younger than 65. I would love to be 25 or 30 again. God, if only I knew then what I know now. My life would be so much better today. I would be healthier now because I would have eaten better, exercised more, and found ways to reduce my stress. I would have worked smarter instead of harder and put away more money for retirement. I would have spent more time with my wife, children, and family. I would have traveled more while I still had the energy to do so. And for those people that had not retired, usually under 65 years old, I would not want to change my age. I'm happy with my age. I never want to be young again. Back then, I constantly worried about the health of my wife, children, and family. I stressed out about losing my job and was always worrying about my home mortgage, my car payments, and my credit card debts. But now my children take care of themselves and I no longer need to work. I do whatever I want all day long. Everything has finally come together in my life. Hopefully, all of us can learn something from my clients' values and beliefs. However, if you feel cynical or doubtful about what they told me, I invite you to check out a 14-minute commencement address delivered by Apple CEO Steve Jobs on June 12, 2005 at Stanford University. He delivered this commencement address shortly before his untimely death from cancer. His commencement speech reminds me of the Gettysburg Address delivered by President Abraham Lincoln. Both speeches are short, clear, and full of passion. Steve Jobs read a quote during his commencement address that made a lasting impression upon my life. At the age of 17, he had heard someone say, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." Jobs went on to say that whenever he needed to decide something very important in his life, he looked into the mirror and asked himself, "If today was the last day of my life, what would I want to do? Would I want to do what I am about to do today?" If he answered yes, he did it. But he answered no for too many days in a row. He needed a change in his life. He concluded his commencement address by saying we all are going to die someday, and that such a realization became the most important tool in his life, which enabled him to make his big life choices. For those of you who would like to read Steve Jobs' entire commencement speech, simply Google Steve Jobs Commencement Speech 2005. All of our expectations and pride, fears and worries, embarrassments and failures suddenly dissolve in the face of our death. Only what is truly important remains behind. Like Steve Jobs, our consideration of our final day on earth during times of pressure, stress, criticism, mistakes, and failures can help us get through the situation better and maintain our happiness. We can face these difficult moments by saying to ourselves, if today was the last day of my life, would this problem really matter? If not, then we should make every effort to turn off our stress faucet. If so, we should make every effort to stay calm, form a game plan, take massive action, and resolve the problem. For the sake of our happiness, experts recommend that we spend 10% of our energy on who and what caused our problem, and 90% of our energy on finding a way to resolve our problem. One motivational speaker advises, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff.